Yeah! Look at that. Look at that. Look at the Essence of Man Brut Classic Scent. I mean, it just says it all right there, doesn't it? I mean, this is the classic, the Essence of Men Brut. I remember, and I had to call my mom about this. I'm not ashamed to say it. Is this what my dad used to wear back in like the 80s, 90s kind of thing? I don't know, maybe 80s, definitely 90s. Like, when I gave this a try, I'm like, oh my gosh, I totally remember this scent. And yeah, my dad totally wore this all the time, in his prime too. I mean, like, this is what I think of. Like, my dad was a brute. I mean, like, he was a big guy, and I didn't know at the time that this is what he wore, but I know when I smelled it, I'm like, yeah, this is my dad, and it just took me back, to the 80s, 90s, thinking of my dad being like this big, gorilla kind of guy, and I take after him a little bit, with this kind of, bod hair kind of thing going on, of course, but, but, I love this stuff. It really, a classic, timeless scent. I mean, this stuff smells great. And just like it says, splash on. I mean, you can splash this stuff on, and you could just reek of manliness. I mean, just splash it all over. And I do that. Sometimes if I just wanna. I just want to lay that on there, get that brute smell going. I want to be a brute. I'm just gonna splash this all over, and if someone's got a problem with it, then well, that's just too bad, because this stuff is this cannot be stopped. I mean, this brute is so good, and I love it. So I definitely recommend you give it a try. I mean, I know this stuff is everywhere. It's not really expensive, but I mean, I love this stuff, and it takes me back to my brute of a dad. Growing up in the 80s, 90s. When I think of a authority figure, brute of a man, I think of this smell, and this is what I'm all about now. Got kids of my own. And just laying on the Brut Classic, you just can't go wrong with this. It's just a force to be reckoned with. So you put this on, you wear this stuff, then it makes you a force to be reckoned with too. So just to warn you about that. But no, seriously, I love this stuff. I definitely recommend it. Give it a try. I don't think you'll be disappointed. You're gonna want to splash this on and get that brute scent going for you. You'll be the brute, you'll be the man. Yeah.